This week in Wolfram, we're going to go and do some work with plot and solve. So if you go into plot and solve, I'm going to grab that notebook, make your own copy, just like I'm doing here. And it's always good to rename it, so we're going to rename it. And let's see what we can rename it. It's actually my third try at this, so let's hope the third try is a charm. Hit the check mark. Okay, so we've been learning how to solve systems with equations like this. And when you look at it, you say, oh, it must go through the point 0, 2. And we see in the graph that it does. And then in the solve, we see that we get that point 0, 2 since they both go through there. Okay, so let's see how we did that. Well, so one thing is, when you have 1/3 x, you can do it as x divided by 3. That seems to work okay. And minus... oh, look at, I did the wrong thing. I did minus 1/2. So let's see if I can fix that. So if we go in and so go ahead and so I think that would be minus x. All right, so we'll plot that. All right, let's see if we get it. So as you see, we had both lines had positive slopes. So let's we'll reevaluate everybody. And there we go. There we've got our negative slope. You notice that the scale doesn't work out quite right, okay, because it's a little stretched more on the x-axis than the y. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. So because this should be, I think the angle should be a little bit different. Okay, so let's see if it works then in our, so we're still going to get the same solution, I guess. So it's not going to change anything. Well, let's put our minus x in there and see what happens. Hard to say, but get the same there. All right, so your assignment then is to do these next two. Okay, so you got minus 3x minus 3, so you're going to plot that. So what you do, of course, is just copy over that and substitute the values in. I mean, you can do it on your own too, but a lot of times the best thing is to try. So then the Wolfram's saying, well, plot doesn't have, so plot and solve. Okay, and then in the next section, so I haven't figured out how to plot equations in standard form, so I'm working on it. Hopefully next week I'll have that. But we can use solve, and we can use the standard form. Okay, so the form ax plus by equals c. So let's see, we had a famous election in D16. So L and A, their total votes was 28. See, you don't have to use x and y, Wolfram doesn't care. And L equals, now notice how we use the double equal, equals A plus 2. Okay. So we put that in and we get A got 13 votes, L got 15. Now does that solve our equation? Well, is L plus A 28? Yes, 15, 13. Is 15 2 more than 13? It is. Okay. So what I'd like you to do is try and use solve to solve the following equation. Barn contains a total of 50 chickens and horses. So in other words, the number of chickens plus the number of horses, their sum is 50. Total number of animal legs in the barn is 140. In other words, if you multiply the number of chickens by 2 and the number of horses by 4, the total you get will be the total number of legs, which equals 140. Okay, so give that a try.